Hey everyone again. This is the second video on how to meditate with Salvia, and this is going to go into posture. So, the first thing about posture is choosing a posture that you're going to be able to stay still in throughout the entire time that you meditate until the timer goes off. The two postures that I like are upright sitting on a kneeling bench. And I don't know if you know what a kneeling bench is, but instead of sitting on a meditation cushion, your legs are crossed. A kneeling bench is this bench that's like this, and it has these legs that sit on the ground. So there's a space underneath so that your butt sits on the cushion, and then your knees and your legs, well, your knees go on the ground, and then your legs, I can't even do this right now, but then your legs go under the bench. And I'll post a link to a meditation bench, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I like a meditation bench more than sitting cross-legged because cross-legged can just start to feel uncomfortable, especially like on one side sometimes. And my legs crossed over each other, that can get uncomfortable, and my feet can get numb and or they can start to hurt. So a kneeling bench allows me to sit and sit upright on my sit bones, and it really, because the bench is kind of tilted, so that when I'm sitting on it, I'm facing. I can't. How do I do this? The kneeling bench is like this, and I'm facing this way. What? No. Yeah. Okay, that's right. I'm going backwards because the screen's all reverse. So anyway, on a kneeling bench, it's tilted forward so that when I put my sit bones on it, it kind of just holds me upright and I can relax into that posture a bit easier without straining myself to stay upright. You definitely don't want to be slouching on whatever you're sitting on. So the secret to that is just sitting on your sit bones and yeah, just allowing your spine to support you. Um, and then with that, my hands could be on my lap, or they could just be my they can be on my lap, on my legs, like either on my legs or like on my lap like this, or just whatever like this or something. And yeah, it's just a really easy symmetrical posture. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but over time you get used to it, and I think it's a lot more comfortable than a cross-legged cushion. Oh, excuse me. So the other posture is laying down, and the way I like to lay down is man, on my back. And I don't know if you know this term, but it's called corpse pose or shavasana in yoga. When you do your whole class, and at the end, you like lay down in shavasana. And basically, what you do is lay on your back, and then your legs are straight out, and maybe your feet are about a foot apart, and your feet are just kind of slightly splayed out a little bit, and arms are at your side, and your elbows are kind of turned in a little bit so that your hands either face up or they kind of face towards you, but not like down. Usually, you just like want to turn yourself out so your palms are facing in or out or in or up. And I find that to be more comfortable just if I'm sitting there for a long time. And so this is just a really easy posture to be able to just breathe and relax in. And also, I'm holding symmetry. Both postures, the body is symmetrical. That's what I like about not having to cross my legs, but my legs are straight under the bench, is because my whole body is just in line and symmetrical. And same with the laying down posture and corpse pose. And so it's kind of like a relaxed, open, receptive position. And yeah, being able to, well, I'll go into the practice, but being able to feel the body in that posture um, just kind of helps open things up more. Because, like, when you're laying on your back, your chest kind of opens up a little bit, and it's a little bit vulnerable, but it's also relaxing too. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so when you're laying down, I think it's good to, if you don't already have kind of a firm bed, to lay on something that's kind of firm, not like a yoga mat that's too firm, but maybe like a mat that's 2 or 3 inches thick, but that doesn't sink all the way to the floor when you lay on it. Um, you want something that's firm but not too firm, not something that's going to get super uncomfortable. Like obviously a yoga mat on the floor would probably get uncomfortable after an hour. So if you don't already have a firm bed, just get a mat like that, big enough for you to be able to put your arms out a little if you need to, and your legs out a little bit if you need to, and just lay that on the floor or on the carpet. That allows your body to just be supported, but not be sinking in. If you have like a really soft mattress, or I don't even, if you're laying on a couch or something, I wouldn't recommend that, because your body will kind of like sink in, and that's the posture is meant to be a little bit more open and vulnerable, and it can feel kind of exposing, but it's basically just going to be exposing just different parts of your body that you're going to be navigating in the practice itself. So that's what I recommend as far as posture. Let's see if there's anything else as far as posture. No, that's it. So the next video will be about breathing and your natural breath. I like this one, so I'll see you there.